Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As I've back playing some Ark, back on Extinction, and things have got done. So, as you can see, I'm back in my usual get-up. I have my my ghillie suit on, and things have sort of been developed a little bit since I last showed you. So, this has turned into a fully fledged kind of building now. So let me just show you around inside. So I've got a load of little storage boxes set up. I've run a pipe down from below all the way to that little lake there. I have put this fence or this railing round. So I've used a combination of the metal railing and that is the greenhouse glass double doors. Just grab my little dude here. I'm sort of experimenting with this a second, but I'll bring you back and talk to you about that in a sec. But let me show you the actual building. I've got a few tames, got a couple of RGs, got a Megatherium, got some utility dinos now. We don't need these water tanks here anymore, actually. We can probably take those away. Little garden thing set up just for temporary. Little taming pen over there in the distance. Yeah, and then inside, pretty basic really, just a little sort of crafting area, cool sort of spot for the view to look out over the obby and the city and whatever, which is pretty cool. A few furnaces or forges, sorry, and then upstairs is just another otter. I have found that the otters are really helping actually because it's so warm here all the time. But ghillie suit helps as well now. And then just made this little kind of bed thing out of a tombstone and a box. Not my best, but there you go. We don't have any of the... I'm definitely missing the Ecos mods to try and do some decorating in here, but it's going to just drive me to be a bit more creative, I guess. So the reason why I'm showing you all of this and why I wanted to bring you in before I go any further is because I have a plan. So my inspiration really, bizarrely, so sometimes you're just looking for one little thing that kind of sparks your inspiration. My inspiration has actually come from this little track or this little kind of raised curb here. So I talked in the previous episode about my idea was to drop the foundations, and I'm going to do that, but I decided it would be quite cool to leave this as like a little walkway. So I'm going to have this curved section as like a little walkway between buildings. So my building is going to be squared off on this 90 degree angle here. So I'm going to have at least one square edge, and then I think I'm going to have like almost like a street of buildings running along here. Because I said before about having it more like a little village. So then I sort of started playing around with this railing idea. Not decided what the design is yet. Oh, sorry, gratuitous crotch shot. Whether it's just going to be kind of this design, or it's going to be something more elaborate. I think I'm going to use. Oh God, sorry about that. It's skitting in and out. But I think I'm also going to use like a plants along. So I'm going to put crops along this edge as well, I think. So the long and the short of that, and the reason why I have got to kind of go no further without bringing you back is because all of this has got to go. So I feel like to move it forward, I need to start building this building, and this building is going to be, I think, mostly metal and glass, which I said before I've never really done before. So this is the one and only time you're going to see this building. Okay, so I've cleared everything out. The building is gone. Good poo. That always helps me build, clears the mind. So what I now need to do, so as I said before, I want a building to line up exactly in this 90 degrees. I'm hoping this is 90 degrees. It looks pretty close to me. So what I need to do is I want to lower them down, if you remember. So I want the building foundation to be as low as I can get it before it's clipping through the floor. So I'm gonna look down at my feet. Okay, let's get down here, look down at my feet, and I'm gonna try and get this foundation to adjust so that it's running. So when I go forwards and backwards like this, it stays on the edge of that curb. And the next challenge is, that looks pretty square. So if I go this way, it's starting to clip in now. So I've got to just give it a little tiny twist, I think. Let's see what that's like. So this is important because if I don't get this angle right, this might seem a bit pernickety, but if I don't get this angle right, by the time I get to the other end of the building, yeah, this looks good. It'll have exaggerated itself, and the angle will be big. So I think we're good to go. And once I've got the first foundation placed, oh, maybe that left edge there, it still looks like it's maybe clipping in. No, I think we're all right. So once I've got this first foundation placed, sure, if I want to go a little bit closer together, then the rest will be easy because I can lower the foundations off of that one. Very slightly clipped into the edge there. Alright, I'm going to do that again a few more times until I get it right. Okay, I have the twist right now. I think that's good. Yeah, perfect. Right, so now I need to lower this foundation, so I'm just going to use the lots of people have covered this before, but I'm just going to use the pillar trick. So I've got a normal pillar, 2 S Plus foundations. It needs to be S Plus, but it does need to be a vanilla pillar, and you've just got to get the snap, that lower snap. If you just kind of turn away, see, if you do the Q, it doesn't kind of work as well. So if you just kind of, that's it. Right, and then I can take this pillar out, and I can use my demo gun to remove that one. And I've just got to go back and forth now, basically. So I think maybe just to cut one more layer deep. So I think this probably is the deepest I can go before it starts to actually clip into the floor, and I don't want that because I'll have issues, and it'll also mean that my doors and stuff are too low. Get that thing where you annoyingly where you bang your head as you come through a door, which no one likes to see. Right, so that is, you can see it's snapping. It's disappearing, so that's 2, and you can actually just about see the green there. So that is the lower snap point where it's disappearing, but it's too deep. So we are deep enough already, so we don't need that here anymore. And then we'll go with some glass metal foundations. So there is our angle. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, hold on a minute. So I didn't anticipate that happening. Why is that then? That is because the thatch foundation has all that overspilling texture. Oh, that is very annoying. So I have to do it with the metal. Alright, back in a sec. Right, I've got something going. So I've got a footprint. And I have done that. I've extended those railings with the greenhouse glass double doors all the way around there. So I think I'm going to keep that. I'm not sure yet. So this is my footprint, and the idea, so it's kind of it's just in a regular sort of a regular shape really, with bits of these sort of bays in it. So I think this is going to be my kind of main access door. The ground floor is probably going to be my workshop, and then I'm going to have a set of stairs going up here. And as I said, it's going to be mostly glass and metal, this build. So this is going to be stairs going up here, and I'm not sure. I may do the top of the building with a different material, potentially wood. I'd quite like to have some mix up some textures in this, but as I said, I've never built really with metal before, so this is a bit of a learning curve for me. I'm just experimenting with some texture options here. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this lamp yet. I feel like I probably am going to remove it. In fact, let's just do that right now. I can't find a way to feel like it's going to be incorporated into the base, so let's just take it out. So yes, I'm experimenting with some texture options here. So what I've done is I have clipped a thatch foundation into, so that's under this curb now. So that's just linked to my my glass foundations here, which I think I'm probably going to get rid of, hide. So what I've then got is a snap on the outer edge of that thatch foundation, as well as a snap on the outer edge of that glass foundation. So I can combine the two together. So that's what I've done. So at the moment I've got a plain metal double door. So I've got to make sure I get this snaps right for this, because otherwise I'll cause myself problems. Why is that not? Oh, that is lining up the next one along. So these greenhouse double doors look like they're actually deeper. Interesting, because those foundations are in exactly the same place, but the bars are chunkier here. Maybe that's why I like them so much, because they're just a bit chunkier. So that's that. Let's just get this combination right. So that is what double doors with, so double door greenhouse looks like with greenhouse wall. That is what a metal railing looks like with a single glass ceiling. I could do something like that on top of that. Trouble is now that because of that depth, that would look wrong. So if I was to go something like that, that's possible. Just got to make sure I correct that half wall, otherwise I'm gonna have a problem when I get to the ceiling. It won't line up properly. So that's an option. It's not a preferred option at the moment, I don't think. So I'd have to go another. See, I'm going to end up with a problem at the top, because I'm going to end up with either a small wall, a small window. So I don't think I like that, because you can see through it, just looks odd. So that's probably not that one. Next up, we've got what's this one? So this is, what's the difference between that one and that one? Okay, so the actual bars are wider. So that is the S Plus glass double door versus the S Plus double door frame. And there's nothing glass about that. There's actually nothing glass about that one. That's not right, is it? It's on the wrong snap point. So it's only the actual glass that makes that, or that goes in it, sorry, that makes that glass. So that one needs to go on that's that point. See, that's not too bad. I still feel like the one at front, the that I like the best is this one at the moment. So what about if we were to do a railing on the... This is the trouble with the railings are difficult because they don't give you the arrow for some reason. So that's the inside. That's the outside. So then we will have on the... No, so actually I don't want that way round. So pick it up. So I want the... I might end up with having 2 railings here actually. So that railing there. And another one. Oh, you're not going to cooperate. Oh, is there actually a foundation there? There's definitely a foundation there. It doesn't seem to want to let me snap to that fence foundation, to the fact foundation. Interesting, because you cannot have 2 railings that close together. Yes, let me do it there. Strange. Why do you not want to cooperate? Alright, so not that idea then. So if we were to do... Hang on, let's have a look. So if we were to do railing on the bottom... I'm not sure which one that's snapped to. So that's snapped to the glass foundation. And then we were to do glass on top of that. Greenhouse glass on top of that. So that then goes to half wall. Then if we were to do that, and then that, and then, is that right? Yeah. Actually, that maybe is even as a... that might be our combination, guys. That's quite interesting. That's something quite different. Yeah, it looks better with the railing there. Right, so there we go. That was a bit of a process, but that's generally how I do stuff. Just kind of see what works best together. And you just, by doing this thing with the doubling up of the foundations there, you just get extra options. I could also, I think this would work, but I could also lay a fence foundation there as well, somewhere. I could lay it on the inside edge of this foundation if I wanted to get even more layering in there. Yeah, I'm happy with this though. That looks cool. A little bit less interesting from the inside, but I'm going to have things along here, so and I think there's going to be a raised up section inside. So let me build out these other walls and get a bit more of a shell going, and then I'll show you where I'm up to. Alright, so we have a shell, or we have a wall at least, an inner wall for this first floor. I've also gone round and I've changed the floor up a bit. So I've changed it, just to put a tint on the glass, and obviously I've put the frame just around the edge and not all the way through the middle. The one thing I would say I'm not sure about with this base so far and this floor is really whether that noise is going to annoy me the whole time I'm playing or not. Because this is going to be my main building, so I'm going to be in and out of here all the time. So I am considering whether there are other flooring options and whether actually it's stone through, but it doesn't feel like it'll kind of fit. That is the problem with metal I've always had, and with glass to be honest as well, that you just have to listen to that noise all the time. You don't get anywhere near as annoying noises on wood or on stone. I mean, I suppose I could turn the effects volume down and stuff. Maybe that's what I'll do. So yeah, I'm gonna do more. I'm conscious this episode's a bit bitty, but it's quite a slow build process because I'm not particularly confident with these building materials, and obviously using a lot of metal and a lot of glass, it's quite expensive resource. So I'm trying to be careful not to break it too much. So I think I'm probably just going to bring you back in this time when I've got the doors on and I've decided on this next floor. So I'm going to floor this out. I'm not going to floor it out with just a single area though. I think I'm going to have it with a few different sort of levels inside. I'm not sure how tall I'm going with this building yet. My idea is sort of that it's going to be quite tall, but I shall see how we get on. But I'm not going to have done all that, so I'm just going to have done this first floor and the doors and stuff, and then that'll probably be the end of it. So back in a sec. Right, I am out of metal, guys. This is going to definitely be a bit of a grind, this base, that is for sure. But we've got a floor upstairs, bit of a floor. I think it's just going to be like a mezzanine. I've got to find a way of supporting it down there that looks credible. But yeah, I think that's the start of something. Anyway, it's coming together. I'm getting ideas as we're kind of doing stuff. The more I build, the more I get ideas and inspiration. So obviously all those metal boxes have got to move. The storage boxes have got to move. I've got to take down my my temporary greenhouse thing there as well. So I'll probably do that. I might do that before the next episode. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys, as a start. Hopefully you think the design is interesting. I think it's going to be a cool building. So yeah, thanks for watching. I shall catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy.